What is going on, y'all? Tech me out here, and I am currently in Cupertino at Apple Park, and oh man, there have been a lot of announcements today. I actually have my notes here, so you're gonna see me looking down every now and then, but ultimately, y'all, today we got the announcement of a new MacBook Air, a 15-inch model, Mac Studio, Mac Pro, iOS 17, Mac OS Sonoma, watchOS 10, but I gotta say, my personal favorite is Apple Vision Pro. Y'all, it was giving.
I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one.
And that is actually what we're gonna focus on in this video. I'm gonna do some coverage on the other things as well, more specifically the new MacBook Air as well as iOS 17. But I gotta give my thoughts on the Apple Vision Pro, and man, it looks as good as its feature set, first and foremost. And basically what this does is it allows you to experience AR and VR from one single headset. So it has certain features that allows it to track your eyes so that it knows where you're looking, and it's operated via gestures. So instead of having controllers like we typically see with headsets, we're actually gonna control things with our fingers and our eyes. Y'all, the future is here. Like, this is some stuff that I've seen in movies, so to actually see it in front of me from Apple, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, so let's get into the design. I personally love it. It looks lightweight, so I'm really curious to see how it feels, you know, on my face. Like, does it feel clunky? Does it feel heavy? But it looks super light, super premium, all the things that we've expected and grown to love from Apple. Ultimately, we have a singular piece of three-dimensionally formed laminated glass that flows into an aluminum alloy frame, and it gently curves around the face. It also packs a couple of cameras, more specifically cameras in the bottom so that it can detect your fingers when you're doing gestures. That way you don't have to hold your hand in like an awkward placement. You can kind of rest it to your side as you normally would and just kind of pinch your fingers based upon what the demonstration has showed to select something and use your eyes to navigate to choose something. Then along the straps, you actually have built-in speakers, so you don't have to use a headset if you don't want to, as it does have spatial audio to give you like the best sound experience possible with this, so that when you're looking at things, not only are you more immersed just because it sounds better, but also because you can kind of get a sense of the direction of which it's coming from. And then we also have a very flexible, nice headband, which is cushioned, has a lot of breathability and stretch as well. So if you got a big head, you should be all right. Now, when it comes to the display, we have a micro OLED display that delivers, from what Apple is stating, more pixels than a 4K TV to each eye. I can't even imagine, y'all, what that would look like. That's something to me that you just have to experience, because just looking at the videos alone and the previews of things, it just looks phenomenal. So I can only imagine how that's gonna be in person once you get to test things out.
What do you think?
No lie, y'all, I gotta say this right now. Everybody that came out of the demo had this look of just amazement and confusion.
I'll put it this way. I'm a natural contrarian. I usually think stuff doesn't work. Everything you saw is everything I saw. Exactly. Including the gestures that I thought would not work.
Well, we did talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, and then the dinosaur. It is very, English is escaping me right now, honestly.
It's so funny because she described the way I looked when I came out.
Yeah.
She said it's exactly
It's a
what
face.
you got.
Yeah, I was like,
I promise you, it's a face.
It's like
They're coming out with these expressions, y'all, that you just, it's frozen.
Like you come out of the briefing and you're just like, they really made it. Like, it's like what they presented in the keynote. Like, you see a VR headset.
Thank you. Get back behind the camera. Hold on.
I think it's fair, like, you see these VR headsets and when you actually use them, like, it's cool, but it's not the quality of what they produce.
first simple thing that catch your attention is just the Vision OS home screen. It's in front of you, but say Judna is standing here, I'm here with the headset. I can tell there is a distance of about a foot or more, whatever the distance is. There's an actual distance between him and my screen.
And similar to an Apple Watch, it has a digital crown. This digital crown is gonna function as like your home button as well as an option to scroll. So it's gonna bring in what's known as your home view and also allow you to control your level of immersion while you're using a feature known as environments. Then when we take a look on the left side, we'll see that there's a top button, and that's gonna let you take spatial videos and spatial photos in the moment. So yes, it has built-in cameras, not only for it to detect where you're looking, but also so you can capture content as well from it. It's designed in a way where you can basically have it plugged in and still use it, but if you want to take it with you on the go, then it gives you 2 hours of use. And to me, this is one of like the key selling features for this headset, because a lot of headsets that are, on the market now, they're either AR or VR, they're one or the other. But we haven't seen something like this. Like, this is the first of its kind, because you can actually take this with you. Because a lot of VR headsets, they're not designed in a way where you can even face the sunlight and use those, let alone take them with you and use them while you're, out and about. All right, so when it comes to the apps or the features of this, it has a familiar look to it. So you'll have access to things like Safari, your photos, music, and messages. There's also gonna be a brand new app store exclusive for Vision Pro. Very similar, I guess, for what I would assume to be something like the app store designed for your Apple Watch, except this will be for Vision Pro. But on top of having its own app store, you can still use your iPhone apps and your iPad apps. There's also a feature known as environments. This is gonna basically magically transform your surroundings with stunning landscapes that's gonna let you go beyond basically your room and create the perfect place to focus. But I gotta say, it seems pretty cool as well to see like 3D objects kind of come to life, so to speak, because you can pull 3D objects out of an app and look at it from every angle as if it's right in front of you. And it also has a Mac virtual display so that you can pair this with something like your MacBook and then use your Vision Pro as a super large 4K screen for your work or your entertainment or leisure. Now, I know I stated that you can control things with gestures, but you can also use things like your Magic Keyboard and your Magic Trackpad via Bluetooth with it as well. I thought it was pretty cool within the keynote when I basically saw like the person having a FaceTime call and seeing the squares in front of them and still seeing their environment. But when using Vision Pro for FaceTime, it takes advantage of spatial audio, very similar to what you experience with your iPhone when you're having like a group FaceTime call. You can hear the direction in which the person is speaking to you to make you feel even more immersed and like they're right there in front of you. And when it comes to viewing like videos and movies, you can dim your background so that you just have this big, beautiful screen of whatever you're watching. But all in all, y'all, I am super, super excited for everything that was unveiled today, as I stated, especially the Vision Pro. And if you are interested in getting one for yourself, they will be starting at $34.99. I know, y'all, let me know your thoughts of that price tag down below in the comment section. But it's rolling out early next year.
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm already eyeing this thing. It is just so unique.
So I gotta ask E, would you buy it?
It's worth $3,500.
Woo, you said that real quick.
Yeah. Before this video, I would have said no, but after using it,
He's not lying because we literally had a conversation. The fact.
Yeah. All my fears were, they completely covered everything. I mean, everything works the way it looked in the video. It is hard to explain, but those gestures, you know how like people are tapping. At first I was doing this and this, and then 3 minutes in, I was just like, just tapping it slightly. My hand was down. Watching 3D content like Avatar looked like it was in theater. So, yeah, it's worth it.
Y'all heard it, folks. Getting one, he's getting one. Question is, are you getting one?
So I'm gonna be doing as much coverage on it as I can, especially when it comes out, giving my thoughts and opinions. Make sure you're subscribed so you're notified as soon as that video or any other content from me drops. But that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. As always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.